Even the Supreme Court has not found any fault with her. Supreme Court has said that the process of selection and appointment was illegal.
എന്താണ് ഷോ കോസ് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതെനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവാത്തത്. ഞാൻ എന്ത് ഷോ കോസിന് എന്ത് മറുപടിയാണ് കൊടുക്കേണ്ടത്? എന്നെ എന്തിനാണ് അപ്പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്തതിന്റെ ഞാൻ എങ്ങനെയാണ് കോസ് പറയുന്നത്?
ക്യാമ്പസുകളെ വർഗീയവൽക്കരിച്ച് സമൂഹത്തിൽ ഭിന്നിപ്പുണ്ടാക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള ശ്രമങ്ങൾ തീവ്രമാകുന്നു.
You're watching News Epicenter with me, Maria Shakil. The Varsity war in Kerala continues to escalate with a showdown between the Kerala government and the Kerala governor. The Kerala governor, Arif Mohammad has issued show cause notices to 11 vice-chancellors in the state, claiming that a recent Supreme Court ruling has made it clear that their appointment has been illegal. On Sunday, Arif Mohammad asked the VCs to resign, claiming they were either appointed from single-name panels or recommended by selection committees with non-academic members. This has become a political flashpoint in the state, with Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan accusing the governor of interfering in the government's work. The LDF even launched protests against the governor's action, accusing him of pushing the agenda of the Sangh Parivar. Nonetheless, the ball remains in the governor's court. After the vice-chancellors moved the High Court against the governor's order, the court ruled they can stay in office till the governor, as chancellor, takes a final decision. Arif Mohammad has asked the vice-chancellors to show cause for their legal right in office. They have been asked to respond by November 3rd. But the fight is far from over. And now, I'm getting the CNN News 18 mega exclusive. I am being joined by the man in the center of this firestorm. Kerala Governor Arif Mohammad is joining me live. Arif Sahab, really appreciate your time. Today, you have sent show cause notices to vice-chancellors of 2 more universities, asking them to explain why you must not remove them from their post. Your office had sent notices to 9 vice-chancellors on Sunday, and they have got temporary relief from the Kerala High Court. The LDF government, sir, is saying that you are doing all this with a larger design. There is a purpose behind it.
They have every right to say whatever they like, but what I am doing, I have made it clear that Honorable Supreme Court in its judgment has clearly laid down the law. If the selection committee does not meet the requirements of the UGC regulation and an appointment is made based on their recommendation, the words which Honorable Supreme Court has used are, it will be considered void ab initio. Right from day one, they are illegal occupant of the office. The second ground which they have given is that UGC regulation requirement is to make a panel of 3 to 5 names. If single name has been forwarded to the Chancellor and appointment is made of that person, that will also be considered as void ab initio. So the only thing that I am doing is to apply the law as laid down by Honorable Supreme Court in the case of the Technical University to all the universities. Similar, as Chancellor of the University, I am under obligation to take this step. But if any citizen of India goes to the court asking that this should be applied, then they would have been removed by after Supreme Court judgment, there is no escape route. So they are free to say whatever they feel like, because they have been using the universities for a long time for their own political ends. The recent example where an underqualified person relative of the political secretary of the chief minister was going to be appointed. In fact, the vice chancellor had announced that tomorrow we will issue the appointment order. So I stayed there. And not only I stayed there, because my order had not reached by that time to the university, the court, the Honorable High Court also stayed that order.
Arif Saab, the news reports that are coming from the ground are suggesting that the political class there, that the government has reportedly counselled the vice chancellors to ignore or overlook your order of seeking their resignations. Don't you feel that this will set the ground for a protracted legal battle with what many say would be far-reaching constitutional ramifications?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. I had tried to give them I had suggested an honorable exit. And therefore, I had requested them to submit their resignations by 11:30 in the morning on Sunday. Since they did not, they were directed, news has appeared. It is not the government which is directing them. It is the LDF, the political outfit. Every paper has carried this news that LDF has directed the vice chancellors not to heed to my letter. So they did not resign. And I had told them I will wait till 11:30. After that, I shall start taking whatever legal steps are needed or required in order to uphold the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court. Therefore, after 11:30, show cause notices have been issued, and they are, and the matter also came before the Honorable High Court. The Honorable High Court has clearly said the power rests with the Chancellor. If you have any complaint against that, and mind it, I am not finding, Honorable Supreme Court has not found anything wrong with the qualifications of the incumbent. They have said that the procedure of appointment is erroneous. It conflicts with the UGC regulations. In my letter to them, I did not say that you are inefficient or you lack qualification. No, I said in order to uphold and to apply the law as laid down by Honorable Supreme Court, I am requesting, and remember it, that the words which have been used by Honorable Supreme Court are void ab initio. From day one, your appointment is illegal. What I had told them, I had tried to suggest to them an honorable way out, where they can resign. They can take sort of moral stand that Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court has said so. Therefore, we feel that our appointment was also made in the same manner. We are submitting our resignation. I had suggested an honorable way out.
Okay.
They under the pressure of the LDF, they did not respond. So it's up to them. Now they have been given time to explain why this law should not be applied to them. And the date is 3rd of November.
Okay. So I'm looking at the statement coming from one of the vice chancellors. The VC of Kannur University has said, and I'm quoting him, if the decision is to remove me, then fire me. I will not resign. He says no state has dismissed all the VCs like this one in India. The chancellor can fire vice chancellors, but there are certain fixed criteria. Don't you think the chancellor's action will create uncertainty in the universities now?
He is only trying to create confusion. I have not sacked any vice chancellor. I have merely suggested to them that in the light of the decision of the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, it will be good for you to resign. I have not sacked any vice chancellor. I have not found fault with any one of them. I have said only to uphold the Honorable Supreme Court's judgment and apply that law. The judgment by the Honorable Supreme Court becomes law of the land. So he is saying something which I have not done. This statement would have become maybe justified if I had sacked any of them. I have not sacked any vice chancellor.
Okay. Arif Saab, the LDF government is saying that all your actions are part of Sangh Parivar's agenda. How will you respond to that?
They are, what they say, I need not comment on that. They are saying this since, I think they are saying it since November 2019. I had joined the office in September. So they have been continuously, they have been saying this because they found very early that they can't use me as a rubber stamp to regularize all the illegalities which they are committing. They are very upset with me because I stayed the appointment of the partner of the political secretary of the chief minister. So they are very upset with me. Let them take out their frustration. Why I should comment on it?
Okay. Sir, don't you think this disagreement which is going on between the government and the governor, and as you said, since November 2019, will affect the governance in Kerala?
There is no reason, because I am only insisting that you follow the law, you follow the rules, and they are used to, there are many instances and many reasons where they should feel upset with me. For instance, I'll give you the reason. They wanted to give in cooperative societies, they want to give vote right to the government officers who are appointed as administrators. I said it will be like butchering the democracy. So I refused to sign that. They wanted to deprive the Lok Ayukt of the powers which Lok Ayukt is enjoying since last more than 2 decades. I refused to sign that. And then they wanted to change the process of selection of the vice chancellors. They wanted to change it. They wanted to decide. They wanted to have 3 representatives. The bill has been passed by the assembly. 3 government representatives. And in that they have provided that the panel shall be prepared by majority. Because I was insisting that you won't send one name, you will send a panel. So the way out they found was that they increase the number of persons who will sit on the selection committee, and they will decide by majority whose name will be included in the panel. That is totally in conflict with UGC regulations. Therefore, I refuse to sign them. Their idea of governor is that whatever they say, governor should sign it. No, my idea of this office is I have taken oath to protect, preserve and defend the constitution.
There are also talks, Arif Saab, about possible legislations to remove governors as chancellors of universities, because there have been multiple examples in other states where chief ministers have had similar run-ins with the governor. You know, let me give you some examples. Bengal Assembly has gone ahead and made that move. Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Kerala may well be joining that list.
They are most welcome to do it. I had offered to them about 6-7 months back that I am not going to sign on all these proposals which in my view are irregular and illegal. Therefore, you become the chancellor, you bring an ordinance, I will sign it. I have no problem. If they bring, they will never bring. They wrote me 4 letters. Even the other states you are talking about, they have not implemented it. Why they have not implemented it? Because world over, the academic world will never accept executive interference in the universities. They will never accept. UGC, they depend heavily on UGC for funds. UGC will never accept that. Accept what? Not my removal, not any governor's removal. They will not accept interference by the executive, by the government in the affairs of the university. The autonomy of the academic institutions is a principle which is universally accepted, acknowledged, and upheld. So these are only, I would say these are only hollow, absolutely hollow threats. But I had offered to them for continuously for one month, every file regarding the universities or from the universities which came to my office, I kept directing them to the Chief Minister's office. Then why did he not accept it if they want to bring some law? And if they want to bring, welcome by all means.
Okay. The Kerala government, Arif Saab, is planning to move a review petition against the Supreme Court's order revoking KTU's Vice-Chancellor appointment. Secondly, the LDF on November 15th will be holding a rally outside Raj Bhavan against your move. What will be your suggestions to the ruling party?
I do not have to make any suggestion to them. That is the right of any citizen of India, and more so of the government, if they want to move a review petition. But to target the governor and threaten him that we will not let you move, we will hold a demonstration by 100, only today it has been announced, 100,000 people will gheraw the Raj Bhavan. And Chief Minister has said that the governor should be ready to face the consequences. They are holding out threats. That is all they. And I love these kinds of to fight those who hold out illegal threats. I have gone through much worse. In 1986, my house was attacked. I was attacked 5 times. So I don't care what they are going to do. It will make my resolve even firmer that I shall not allow the interference by the government in the functioning of the universities. University autonomy must be upheld. We cannot allow government to appoint vice chancellors irregularly so that they remain beholden to them and make all kind of irregular appointments, as the example which I have given you in the universities. You know, Professor C.N.R. Rao, Bharat Ratna, who heads the India's biggest scientific establishment. In his letter to Kerala governor, he has said that Kerala has very robust school system, but no brilliant student of Kerala is ready to stay in the state. They all go outside. Professor Panikkar, who was vice chancellor of one of the Kerala University and later he was chairman of the Higher Education Council, he in his article has said that Kerala students, bright students, they don't want to pursue further studies in Kerala because of the problems universities are suffering from. I have a duty. I do not know whether I shall be successful or not successful, but at least I will make every effort with all sincerity that our universities start performing better. And they are able to protect their autonomy.
My last question to you, since you find yourself in the middle of the storm, there is a view that there was an error of judgment. Was a legal opinion sought? And if yes, did it err at some point, sir?
Do not forget that I am myself a lawyer and I have so many friends who are senior lawyers in Supreme Court, and never expect from me that I will take any action without reflecting on it for considerable time and without consult. I have this advantage. So many of my friends are senior lawyers in the Supreme Court. During the time when I practice, there are advocates on record, very competent, who are engaged by topmost names in the legal world. They are very good friends of mine since last 30, 40 years. And I must tell you, I consulted almost every one of them. Okay. In fact, some of them were of the view that when a judgment is given under quo warranto, then no need of show cause notice. Still, I went by the opinion of those friends who said that in order to be more careful, first you issue a show cause notice and ask them to show why this law, which has been laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court, does not apply to them. I have given them notices. Suppose they come with cogent reasons, which I have not been able so far to take into cognizance, I will listen to them. But as far as the facts as they appear, they are documented. Each one of them has been appointed either through a selection committee, of which chief secretary or government officer was a part, which according to Honorable Supreme Court renders the appointment void ab initio, or single name was sent to the Chancellor and he had no option to exercise his discretion. That also Honorable Supreme Court has said renders the appointment void ab initio.
All right, Arif Mohammad Khan, Kerala Governor, in his fiery best, his first and only interview till now on this entire crisis that is happening in Kerala. Really appreciate your time, Arif Saab. Hope